Draft Ops Friends of Rich Celebrity League here on the Rich Eisen Show has the Glassmans. They're the royalty of this league. And one of the members of this royalty family, the royal family known as the Glassmans, Rick Glassman, from NBC's Undateable and his new web series now available on NBC.com, also on the NBC app, The Sixth Lead here on the Rich Eisen Show. What's up, Rick?
Hey there, Rich.
What has gotten into the Glassman family? What in the world is happening? What's going on?
Are you asking how are we killing it on your football stuff, or are you asking what's going on because like my grandma's become a celebrity in Cleveland?
Well, I think they're not mutually exclusive, right? It's all part of the same mishpucha.
Oh, you're assuming my grandma's a celebrity in Cleveland because of your show, not because of my web series.
No, I stepped in it there. You're right, because I'm sure Grandma Gloria Glassman's already she's already a luminary in that town for sure.
No, nobody gave a shit until you. I got to be honest. Oh, don't swear. Sorry. You know, you're on the phone. You get excited.
Yeah.
That's on me.
It's okay, Rick. It's all right. So
we'll send the find your way.
So you know, there's been 14 weeks. 5 of them have been won by Glassman's. You've won 3 of them. And I know you say you've had help with this thing. So I
have had help with it. And now that you called me out that I'm getting help, I could step away from my computer with the notes that my dad sent me.
You said it yourself that your dad was helping you out.
Yeah, I know. But, you know, every day there's a new audience. I thought for a minute I could talk about it. Listen, I literally 5 minutes ago Googled R. Wilson so I could be positive it was Russell.
As opposed to who?
Richard.
Ah, okay.
I knew it was one of the two.
Oh, my God.
You know, man, I don't know enough about football. I'm a basketball guy. We talked about this the first time I came on.
Yeah.
But I have been watching since this, and I love that I'm getting into it. But I got to give a shout-out to my dad. He's the one that's gotten me those 3 weeks.
You know, your grandma has taken over the lead again. She's got a 16-point lead on Billy Gardell with 3 to go. She's on fire. She picked 2 of the 3 players that you could have chosen at each position with the most points. She had 2 of the 3. She guessed the one with the quarterback and the wide receiver with the most points last week. She's
I know.
Unbelievable.
My dad sent me that video. I think my dad has a secret competition with my grandma now that he needs me to be able to beat her now that he's helping me with the pay.
Oh my gosh!
And I think he sent me that kind of mad that grandma's winning, but also glad because we got to look out for charities and stuff. Blah blah blah.
Sure, of course. Yeah, I know. And you have won 3 weeks. Nobody's won as many weeks as you have. I've got Rick Glassman here on the Rich Eisen Show. Tell me about the 6th lead here. What's this all about, bud? What do you got going on?
6th Lead, and also I want to plug the 6thlead.com you could go to. That has, because sometimes on the NBC site you don't see all the episodes.
Sure.
It's a web series that's kind of it's a documentary that I made because, and I mean this quite literally, I've had more lines on your segment in 3 episodes than I have of 3 seasons of Undateable. So that's because I'm the 6th lead on it. So I thought I have all these ideas and certain situations that have happened to me while being on the show.
Yes.
So I made kind of a heightened reality version, a la Curb Your Enthusiasm or something. The first one is a meeting with my boss and creator and showrunner, Bill Lawrence, and it goes on with me making friends with the writers. And it's kind of just the story of a guy who's on a show who doesn't get many lines, inspired very much by my true story. And what I actually recorded our episodes and our table reads and our rehearsals, and I use real headlines and real stuff and write kind of fake situations around them. So it's kind of hard to tell what's real and what isn't in it because everyone plays themselves.
So are your colleagues and cast members all in? They're enjoying this?
Yeah, the whole cast is in it. It features the writers, actually, because it's all about me trying to make friends with the writers so they write me more lines.
So you become the 5th lead or the 4th lead or the lead?
I don't want to give away the ending, but let's just say I'm not going to talk at all till season 4.
And the Undateable season 3 mid-season finale was last week. What's with everybody having mid-season finales now? I've never heard of this thing. What's this thing, Rick?
No, we've always had that. You had your Christmas episode, and then there's a couple weeks off because people are traveling for the holidays, so the networks don't want to show new episodes and people aren't going to be watching.
No, I know that, but it was never called a mid-season finale unless I'm missing something. I've never heard of these things before.
I don't know. I never really thought of that. I mean, now that you're saying that, I guess I've never heard that term either. But also, it doesn't surprise me. I feel like I've always looked at it as that.
You know what? It's not like it's a very mid-season Christmas Charlie Brown. You know what I mean? I never heard that one before.
MSCCB. You're right. It isn't.
Oh, my gosh.
Which, by the way, there's an opening for.
Is that right? Yeah, I think so. I think we're creating something right here as we're spitballing. So it's the 6th lead.com, right? Spell out
real
sixth.
Real
go.
quick question for you, though, while we're creating, before I run out of time with you.
Yes, sir.
I was wondering, because I know they're calling in, and you only have so much time to talk to them with the questions that need to be promoting.
Yes.
Yada, yada, yada.
Right.
Would you figure out a way to have Will Ferrell do an episode of The Sixth Lead for me?
So you want me to use my valuable real estate time with Will Ferrell?
Yeah, I could offer you one of two things,
What
not
can
both.
Okay. What do you?
I could have my dad help you make your picks next week.
Oh, wow.
Or when I win for the fourth week in a row, I will match and double and pay to your charity what I get for my charity. Of course, assuming if we could guarantee Will.
Rick, I am loving your moxie right now. I mean, when we first met, you were like a basketball-loving, complete football novice. Now you are high-stepping. You're like Deion Sanders holding the football up as you return a pick for a touchdown from the 40-yard line in. I'm just like, I love what you've become, Rick.
I only know him as D. Sanders, my friend.
Do you have your pick 3 for this week? Can I get that from you?
Yeah, I do.
Here we go. Hit the music. Mike Del Tufo, Rick Glassman, who has won more weeks in this Rich Eisen show, Friends of Rich Celebrity League, than anybody else. What's your pick 3 this week?
Well, I was doing well with Cam Newton, but because Carolina's so far ahead, he might not play the entire game. So my dad had suggested we instead go with Russell Wilson.
Russell Wilson against your grandma's beloved Cleveland Browns and Johnny Manziel.
Yep.
Okay, that's your quarterback. Who's your running back?
The best running back in the league, according to Steve Glassman, Adrian Peterson.
A. Peterson? A. Peterson?
Yes.
Okay.
I didn't have to Google it.
Okay, and then the last one, who is your wide receiver?
I'm going with Doug Baldwin, and that's a combination called by Steve Glassman.
Okay, that's a good one. Oh, my gosh, he may win another week.
That's a good one.
Rick Glassman with R. Wilson, A. Peterson, D. Baldwin.
And get W. Farrell to be on the Sixth Lead. I appreciate your valuable real estate time.
No, of course. Look, Rick, you're the man. We want you in here anytime you can come in person.
Thanks, Rich.
You got it.
Love
Take
you,
care.
bud.
You same here. That's Rick Glassman, at Rick Glassman on Twitter.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern. On Audience.